Anybody want to be harsher with these parents?
I'll be harsher.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen, I definitely have empathy for the fact that any parent would have to deal with two nonverbal autistic children. But you mentioned resources. They had 22 years to figure this out. There had to have been a better way, okay? She said, the mother, that she was saving up for furniture. Can you use the furniture from upstairs? Can you use your bed? And the whole place was soaked in urine. They had to condemn the whole house because of the filth in the basement. That is not okay. That is not a living condition
Sam,
for two children.
You brought something up. The whole house was, I think, condemned, Karama, where their clutter was so bad, the hoarding sort of circumstance apparently was bad.
But I disagree with Sam. I'm sorry. These parents are disenfranchised. You can tell by some of the things that we could read about this. I'm a parent, and I understand how hard it is, and I'm not a parent of someone who has a mental disability, but I can only imagine how hard that is. And what we realize is that they had 8 other children who never had any abuse. These young men didn't have any signs of physical abuse. So we have to realize that it wasn't that the fact that these parents were abusing these kids. They just did not have access to the tools they needed to know how to help them.
I agree. I agree. And what I want to do,
there
listen.
had to have been a better way, Dr. Drew.
Let's talk to the neighbor. This is Sharon Drennan. She is a neighbor who she reports having called the police once before because she was aware of a child being held in the basement. So first of all, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming here. And I also appreciate you trying to take care of your community and speaking up and having seen something, calling the police and saying something. What was it you heard about the child in the basement, or how did you come to know that?
My son was friends with one of the boys that lived upstairs, and he did a tattoo for my son, and he stumbled across, but we were only aware of one autistic boy in the basement. We did not know there was 2 in the basement.
And did the police respond, or were they responsive?
No, and they've been in that house numerous times, raided that house numerous times. I know of 15 times, and never stumbled across them 2 boys that were living in that basement.
And they were there, I guess, Sam, because of some drug charges? Is that right?
Yeah, there's a number of charges, Dr. Drew, okay? This isn't like the cookie-cutter family. And these parents, listen, I don't want to bash them, but there is a lot to this story. In fact, I have a question for Sharon. One of the other children in this household was recently arrested for abusing and assaulting and robbing a disabled child on a playground. So were you ever able to observe the behavior of the other kids? What were they like?
The other kids that lived in the house?
Yeah. Were they okay?
As far as I know, they had beds to sleep in, and they were well clothed.
What about behavior-wise? What was their behavior like?
They were beating up people in the neighborhood. They were robbing people.
Okay, well, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay, Evie, let's bring in your expertise in here. What do you make of all this?
I don't know. Sam and I are pretty much on the same level tonight.
Which is scary for me.
I don't even need to talk. I'm just gonna revert to Sam. Yeah. I think that there's all this stuff going on. The police hit that house. Obviously, there was other nefarious activities going on. So we're not looking at this cookie-cutter household where these poor parents. And so that just goes to show that you're dealing with this is abuse. This is abuse on some level. Just because you don't strike somebody and cause physical pain, this is a different sort of physical pain. This is abuse. This is neglect.